know who be Efang? It take one person to wipe a whole AGF camp. One. It only two people. You le basketball pikin wey carry gun for your hand. You dey inside AGF group. When you pass you for comot. Call my phone if you dey inside AGF camp. Call you dey blink. Call my phone. No man no say don't come out for bush. I will connect you for the right path. You go come out. You fit be cancel with your gun for your hand. No man will worry you. We should don't draft the program for send you back for that bush. We fit give you extra magazine self. Yes. The program now, it takes something for cash. If you use something, they can catch big fish. Yes, you go back for the forest. Tell you don't go survey everywhere. You come back for the mission. So okay, that's what you did. The only thing you for build on trust. If they trust all the Asia, they tell you say if you contact me, you don't get your problem. Rest assured, say no man will do you anything. Don't ever fear. I will tell you for the right path. Person where I will call you for you, either like me. It be trustworthy. You do now draw mission. Una enter. What's that? Efang? Una clean the whole that camp. Una draw like 2 mission. Efang will go down. If you miss them, una wipe them 15 picking them. Una draw next one again. Una next 16. That's what they begin do all the gag now. You know say round finger round the achu strategy. You know the hairy we leave that meat for me. Don't chop the meat. Leave the meat. Start to take a small run. So the midnight we want to phone at home. Just carry up. That's so they be do Oliver Lekiaka. They knock that picking them one. Already hairy. We leave it last man. We don't knock them all. You know get normal for secure. You get be empty. That time we go take it. That time we use them for firewood. No, so we don't waste Efang. We don't need for use blade Efang skin. Blink. They don't even use blade with that stick. I do for Oliver Lekiaka. Boom. That's so. We do 3-4 mission. That boy the road finish. They did how many first? They did for all a wide day. They did high. Chop goat meat. Take chicken this side to waka or moto. Then they tonton moto. Come Membe village. Tonton or go back. That's why they waka now. So the time don't reach my people to go back to go. Una do something. The youth in particular, una do something. Francophone zone today don't increase rent for all houses them because they cash them for west and west. Just think that today will everything end. We'll go back to our various places them. Go live our various life. Go exploit our properties them. So I just come today for talk to una for una conscience. I don't get much for tell una. But I want make a more understand say I do now my own part. I do my own part. Any picky way there for bush carry gun. I go ever tell say young man, drop that gun. That gun for your hand now you doom. If minute to no wipe you, your other amber group will wipe you. If other amber group no wipe you, civilian will wipe you. Where do you stand? That is the question. So I will talk to you. Say search your conscience like an amber boy. Ask yourself. Say I don't kill people saying a black leg from 2016, 18, 17, 217, 218, 219, 220, 221. 223 and they say kill people saying a black leg. You don't give you independent. The answer is no. How many people don't kill us on a black leg? Black leg stop. The answer is no. I remember talk with Ivan Babi talk before he one die. Say the time don't pass for black leg. You don't need for keep saying a black leg. The time don't reach for fight that fight over. You know, you say you carry juju, you carry AK for your hand, fight the AK lebe. Why the government was saying a black leg? You the height. No, you say you be soldier. If it means say you the hide, it means say Thomas in a black, it means say you trade the door, you know first in a bad team. Then why no one job the gun, you know in a bad team the door? They don't keep us in a black leg every day. Wait to stop the black leg. But I want to tell you like an amber boy if you don't know. Any day when you kill any man in a black leg, you raise more than 1,000 black leg. Yeah, fine. Any day you kill any person in a black leg, even me today, if you kill me today, you raise more black leg. Somebody if you can come out tomorrow, you go pass me. Yes. So you see as you stupid. You not give you independent. You give you independent? No. You make when they recognize you now? No. 6 to 7 years down the line, no man, all am na ballot. International say na ballot. How do you want to achieve that independence? So if you say, whose right man for a right son, see that one do and so support you, give you independence. Who person support? Even now me, that other amber camp, now begin to go after that boy, that camp they do that work, now wipe all them. That's what I'm getting for doing. Wipe all that boy they do that work. Well, yes.
My country people them. Today, na number 14 day for October 2023, and I be so passionate about what way I want to talk about. I want to respond to the mayor for Mamfe, where he come out, he make some pronouncements them. He attack the DDR centers and the Disarmament Commission. When I listen, then I go talk after.
When I not here, if I don't drop the gun and they take it for gendarme or for police, call me. That's why I want that when I come, give me the names of anybody don't drop the gun. I will stand there and defend you as a local representative, as a people representative. Mr. Kawa remain our brother, and as we accept him as well as they accept many people, this disarmament commission where he talk, it bring in more problems because for Boya they don't turn beggars, and I discourage this. I'm telling you, and I stand very tall to say make the authorities that be, may they look into this matter. I'm going to say it on national TV. May they look into this matter because when you be ESCOM matter, you need to have a job. Do you have a job?
Yes, yeah.
What do you do?
I do business.
You do business is not a job. So what I'm saying is, you need to train people. You need to train people. If you come out for bush, they need to train you maybe for be driver, be mechanic, be this and be that. And then they settle you to solve the problem.
Yes.
How we no one amber for here, and we think say we do the right thing at the right time. Kawa remain our brother, and I invite him if he get any information, more share them together as brothers, more give them community. Even me as mayor, I don't get the competence for talk about amber. Now the authorities in that when they get them, they don't train them to talk about amber. Please, when some person don't drop gun, or they don't quarter for drop gun, not here. Don't call me, come, I'll take you. Go for SDU, you go stay for house. We will buy you the shoe, you start work, we will give you something, you start work. We're not there yet for the good thing that we're not correct.
So when I don't hear the mayor for Mamfe from his own mouth, he attack the DDR commission. He say, DDR commission, it bring more problem. Yeah. He say, for Boya, them don't turn our beggars. He say, let the authorities that be, make them look into this matter. And then he say, do you have a job? And then he asked Sona Kawayanik. And then Kawayanik say, yes, I have a job. I do business. He said, no, business is not a job. Because he premise, it fall apart right there and then. Because he asked Kawa said, yes, I have a job. Then now it go on for talk about how the beginning for the DDR center they need training to be drivers, mechanic, and then for settle them. Now one of the things that I get to understand, because these people they don't indoctrinate and put the wrong idea for these ex-combatants that had say they so they go settle them if they come out for bush, so they go reward their bad behavior, which is wrong. As I don't read that for una, there is nowhere for that. That decree where it talks that they go pay the ex-combatants any amount of money or say they go give them jobs. It doesn't say that anywhere. Reintegrating you to society no means say they so they go give you job. It means that they go give you the tools where you need them for succeed in the society. They'll give you some level of training, some level of guidance, and prepare you psychologically in order for enter into the normal civilian world. That's what it means. And then you hear a whole mayor can begin to talk about how if you drop your gun, you come for a house, they go buy you machine, and then you just go, you begin do your own thing then. You no need for pass through the disarmament. So what if your victims, they hold you for street tomorrow, they knock you, kill them? That mayor say go can't defend you after we don't kill them, right? Or say they catch you for Douala, you dey prison. That mayor, they go drop everything where they do and come for Douala, can't defend you. And you believe it? Listen, these people know what they're doing. This is an attack on the Disarmament Commission. It not get nothing for do with where they talk, the pretext or the pretense where they talk about say they don't get jobs and all of those things. Them as the mayor for a municipality, can you not create jobs and then advertise them to the DDR? And then the DDR it will send you the recruits, the employees. You can do that. Ask you say how many ex-combatants it don't employ them. And now we now fit understand why we, upon all the hundreds of ex-combatants for DDR Center for Boya, now only Kawayanik, he don't drop his guns. The other two picking them, when a manu picking them, when they did for DDR Center for Boya, they catch them, they catch them, then they sorry them, go live for the DDR Center. Yes. When I ask yourself, say, when I see the publicity, the activism, when me, I invest them with Kawayanik, the good job we would do since 2019, we do a lot of sensitization. But why the amber terrorists them for Manu, they know they surrender, they know they go DDR. Now when I fit understand the reason why. Now because the elites for Manu, the people the way they suppose for make this picking they drop their guns, go for DDR Center. Now them, they engineer this picking them for back. Some of them, the elites for Manu, people them way, they did job, CPDM militants so, where they in appointed positions, some of them elected positions for Manu. Now them, they tell the Amber boys, they say, we will not even go for that DDR set. Or say this, discourage the picking them. And then some ones, there's a few ones where they everyone surrender, they take them, they keep them, they play at their political mafia with the picking them. Now why that way? No other Manu picking in no the DDR Center. Because a lot of people them, like this mayor for Mamfe, they try for misconstrue and try for bamboozle people about the Disarmament Commission. Today, I will take the time for read una the decree number 2018/719, where President Paul Biya be signed on the 30th of November 2018 for establish the National Disarmament, Demobilization and Reintegration Committee. The President of the Republic, mindful of the Constitution, mindful of another decree, blah, 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 of 9 December 2011 to organize the government as amended and blah, 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 considering the peace appeal made in the inaugural address of the President of the Republic on 6th of November 2018, hereby decrees as follows. Chapter 1, General Provisions, Article 1, Part 1. This decree establishes the National Disarmament, Demobilization and Reintegration Committee, abbreviated as the NDDRC, hereinafter referred to as the committee. Full stop. 2. The committee shall be under the authority of the Prime Minister, the head of government. Full stop. 3. It shall be headquartered in Yaoundé. 4. The committee shall have regional centers in Bamenda, Boya, and Mora. Other centers may be set up as and when necessary on the recommendation of the Management Board. Chapter 2, the duties. Article 1, Part 1. Article 2, Part 1, it talks it. The committee shall be responsible for organizing, supervising, and managing the disarmament, demobilization, and reintegration of ex-fighters of Boko Haram and the armed groups in the northwest and the southwest regions who are willing to respond favorably to the head of state's peace appeal by laying down their arms. So page 2, they continue by saying, as such, it shall be responsible notably for 1. Disarmament, for receiving and disarming ex-fighters from Boko Haram and northwest and southwest regions, collecting, listing, and storing weapons and ammunition voluntarily handed over by ex-fighters, and taking appropriate measures to destroy the said weapons and munitions and explosives in conjunction with the relevant government services. So according to this decree, now the disarmament process is supposed to receive the weapons from the ex-fighters the way they come surrender voluntarily. Not even the military. Now the DDR They're supposed to receive them, list them, store them, and then they could decide how to destroy those weapons and munitions and explosives. That's what the decree states. Now the head of state sign up. Part 2, demobilization. Now the DDR, it get the responsibility for setting up and managing the cantonment sites for ex-fighters, supervising the ex-fighters, providing multifaceted assistance to ex-fighters to prepare them for a return to civilian life. They no talk say to give them jobs or to settle them. No. It says providing them multifaceted assistance. That assistance could be training in driving, training in agriculture, or whatever. That's why they say multifaceted. And then they say to prepare them for a return to civilian life. They no talk say they could give them jobs. So whoever they promise the ex-fighters and say they will give them jobs, now stop. Stop for the promise they said they will give them jobs. No person, no the promise will give any person jobs. They will prepare you, you will go out there, go fend for yourself. That is it. The victims of Amazonian terrorism, they're still there out there. No person didn't even look into their case. We the victims them. IDPs they flop. Millions of people them. If they want to begin to distribute jobs then, those are the people we need to start with. Anyways, man continue. They say part 3, they say reintegration. The DDR be responsible for taking the necessary steps to de-radicalize the ex-fighters, sensitizing and providing multifaceted assistance to home communities to facilitate the reintegration of ex-fighters. So I talk about sensitizing. When I say the right time for day, sensitizing and providing multifaceted assistance to home communities. So now whenever we come in with our broadcast to social media and everything, we talk now to the home communities then as they talk, for make the communities then they be psychologically ready for receive these picking them back into their communities. That is the part we are playing. It is part of the reintegration clause in the decree where it be signed by the head of state for create the disarmament commission. So they continue to say, helping to reintegrate the ex-fighters into civil life, particularly by organizing, training, and providing them with tools and means of production and assistance for the creation of income-generating activities. They don't talk say they go give you jobs. When I read them, fine, it talking for the reintegration. The last clause under reintegration, they say they go help the ex-fighters them for reintegrate them into civilian life, particularly by organizing, training, and providing them with the tools and the means of production and assistance for the creation of income-generating activities. Income-generating activities could be farming, could be driving, could be doing business. That's income-generating activities, so that they enter civil life as they put on for day. They not talking for anywhere. Say reintegration or whatever, it means giving the ex-fighters jobs. It is not written anywhere in this decree. Anyways, now they go for chapter 2. They say organization. Article 3 talks that the committee shall comprise of the management board, the national coordinator, and the regional centers. Section 1, the management board. And then they say Article 4, they say the management board chaired by the Prime Minister, head of government, shall be responsible for defining the strategic guidelines and ensuring the monitoring, blah, 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 blah. They go on for talk, say, it shall comprise the following members for the managing or the management board. The Minister in charge of Territorial Administration, Minister Paul Antanganji. The Minister in charge of External Relations, you get Lejong Bella. The management board that, and then they go on now for Article 5. They say the management board shall meet at necessary blah blah blah. That one not even be important. We move on for talk about the national coordination. That one is Section 2. Article 6 talks that under the authority of the national coordinator, assisted by his deputy, and that deputy now Dr. Ekoso, when a Southwest man, another Anglophone. So all the people the way they lead the disarmament commission now Anglophones. But you could see saying only Anglophones they try to bring them down. But I continue. It talks that the national coordination shall be responsible for the implementation and operational management of the program for the disarmament, demobilization, and reintegration of ex-fighters. The national coordinator and his deputy shall be appointed by decree of the president of the head of state of the republic. So when I say and say this, so yes, the disarmament commission, they under the prime minister, they talk to the national coordinator, it could be appointed, and the deputy could be appointed by the president of the head of state. Now part of the They decree this way, me I dey read am for una. You understand? And then they talk about the regional centers. They say the regional center, they say they shall be under the responsibility of the center heads appointed by the order of the prime minister, the head of government. So now the chief of centers them, it could be appointed by the prime minister, but the national coordinator, now president, is the appointee. So it go on to talk about financial provisions through state subsidies, grants and legacies, and then you get contributions by national and international technical partners and any other resources that may be allocated thereto in accordance with the laws in force. And they also go on to talk about the United Nations and all of those things, and because the United Nations it is sponsor and then it talks on miscellaneous and the final provisions for chapter 4. Article 9 talks that within the framework of its duties, the committee shall, as and necessary, collaborate with the relevant government services, the NGOs and international partners, particularly the United Nations Organization. Article 10 talks say, this decree shall be registered, published according to the procedures of urgency and inserted in the official gazette in English and French. Signed, His Excellency, President Paul Biya, President of the Republic, on the 30th of November 2018. And that is the full decree where President Paul Biya signed them. Nothing else. Now the final page that nowhere else in this decree the talk said they could give una jobs. Nowhere they said they could give person job, but they could give you the training, the tools for prepare you for enter civilian life. Make una understand. So this one way when the worker talk about our thing, probably I don't give our thing. What thing they give una? The only thing where they grant una na amnesty. Now the most important thing that we wanna get them out of this disarmament commission. Say this so the state it not go come after una. But if una want follow this thing with some people that they talk on these saboteurs, where they go talk about the disarmament commission, say you feature come you can't enter public life or civilian life without passing through the disarmament commission. There where you enter shock. I go hear you talk about how Memna Prime Minister, DDR they under the Prime Minister's office, yes. But Prime Minister single-handedly no fit give you amnesty. SDO no fit give you amnesty. No other human being on the surface of this earth if it give you amnesty, except the head of state. And the head of state, it don't create a commission specifically with one job for give you that amnesty. If you no pass through that commission, they write your name for that ledger. Now you sabi, they will handle you. I go here, you can't tell me say na SDO for Manu. If you tell you say, that time you going to talk time we don't really reach Kondengi, then you begin tell we wait till SDO be talk.
So the head of state created the GDR to give them a safe corridor to be reintegrated into society. So I want to urge all of us here present to be able to get our young people who are still carrying arms in the bush to come to the DDR center. I'll make this very important point. If you have a young person related to you who is carrying arms somewhere in the bush, and you get this young man out and sent to other towns, you are transporting criminality. Because the DDR has psycho-socialists, we have psycho-spiritual people who will work on these young people, who will train them and give them the possibility to stand life all over. So the head of state has created the DDR for the young people. I want to say that let all our young people leave the bushes and come to the DDR center.
As the chief of center for Bamenda DDR center don't explain that for una. Very simple. If you take terrorists for bush, you send it for different towns like for Yaoundé or for Bafoussam, say make it go pretend for live a normal life for day. You are transplanting terrorism and criminality. Because that can never pass through disarmament, it never passed through, those psychoanalysis, it never passed through de-radicalization. But not just that. Forget about that point even. The point now say, this mayor for Mamfe, where Eddie talks so, it is not because he no understand the dangers of what the way he talk. He know exactly the danger. Because what is to say, the Amber terrorists, a kidnap for Bush, carry the money, the ransoms, maybe 5, 6, 7 million, go in now for Douala, go open a business, start the living normal life accordingly as they talk. And then when the money they can't finish, they just carry the gun, go in back for Bush. Then go continue for the aggressive people, them kidnap for ransom. Then when they don't decide, say no, I want to get some small peace of mind. They go hide the gun and then go in for Douala, go to live like you want. Ask you, I don't surrender me. I don't surrender me. SDO be talk say, mayor be talk say, or some person be talk say. So it is not like they are stupid.
Today, we still get the fallout for the public execution of two people, then we, our Amber fighter, them, the ADF, for inside Batibo, they then publicly suspect them for collaborating with the Cameroon military and in particularly with one Rene, when an Gozang boy where he work for B. This incident it happened in the public and they don't show them around our public. It don't get a huge traumatic effect as well as very controversial for our population. It is not a crime to oppose the war. It is not a crime to be against Amber. It is not a crime. We have done investigation. We have spoken to the family members of this boy. It is somebody that we know. This boy who was killed is not a blackleg. He is somebody. The Nyamsimba, the one they call Harrison, is somebody that I have personally been talking to. He is a person, one of those youths that support the ADF too much. He knows all fighters. He has been selling mbanga in his store to our fighters, and he was the main prince who helped the palace to resolve the problem between General Efang and King Commando. The other one that they call Abru is actually a friend of General Big Number. So these are people we know. We cannot rely on social media alone. Remember that we know what actually happened and the population on the ground knows what happened. If you are carrying things without even verifying them, imagine the impact it has with people who actually know the reality. They will look at us Ambazonians' leadership or those who are responsible for this struggle as people who are out of touch in reality. I have given you people the name of what happened. The person who reported this boy as being a blackleg to Ambazonian fighters is a lady called Odilia. She lives in Gozang. She is the next door neighbor to Nyamsi, the prince who was killed. They have been having quarrel about shop. This boy was putting his things close to her shop and she did not like. She has thrown those shops. They have had physical fighting with this boy. This girl reported this boy to the Cameroon B so that they will arrest this boy. The B came there with armored car. The boy who was driving that armored car is somebody from Gozang. His name is called Rene. This Rene, our soldiers know him very, very well. He's not a stranger. We even have communication where they have audios that our soldiers have previously had encounter with him. So this Rene know people in Gozang. He has relatives. He's talking to everybody in Gozang. He has phone numbers even of Ambazonian fighters. So this girl, the reason why he reported this boy as a blackleg is because when that Rene came, he told the B to allow that boy in peace, that this girl is a troublemaker and that he knows this boy is a good body, this boy is his good friend that works with them. That statement, according to what we heard, we have cross-checked it, is what was reported to the Ambazonian fighters. Even with our internal conversation with fighters have also confirmed that that was a report that girl made, that boy is working with Rene, that she heard from Rene personally making that statement. But the morning time where the one can kill this boy them, this girl, it don't come, Odilia, it come with sword. He move sword, it walk through and round that boy's shop. That boy talks, now which kind of mixing in this with the make and so this thing will come back only for your head. There are neighbors who are eyewitness of all this incident. The people in Gozang, everybody knows what is happening. In the chat groups of Gozang, chat groups, I have information of confirming this incident that happened. So these ones are clear innocent people that have been killed. But rather the ADF claim responsibility officially with their spokesman coming out to say that this person was killed and he's a blackleg and that person is not. Imagine what will happen. We know that the biggest danger we face are people who collaborate with the Cameroon military, real blacklegs. When you kill an innocent person, you have instead created blackleg. So instead of trying to fight against blackleg, you are creating more blackleg because people will know the truth or family members who look at their own loved ones being killed in this manner. The whole community in Gozang, as I talk to you people now, the whole community in Gozang did not want ADF in the first place. They never loved General Efang. It is due to my presence in the ADF that I work so hard to regain trust, reconcile them with the community there, the quarter heads and the local people, not even just the forces. People in Gozang do not like ADF. I'm the one who have brought that love. Their basis of not liking ADF, who knows? But the truth is that we have worked so hard to repair those things. And today it has now gone that they are even raising funds to try to target the ADF. There was no protection anymore because the villagers saw that you are now instead terrorizing them, which is what the enemy wants. Those are the unintended ramifications that it has in the psychology of our people. So we must be careful. There are those who have come to me and said that Ayabacho is working with La Republique, and now I should go out there and say that he's working with La Republique. That is why he sent the ADF to come and kill these people publicly so that they will have more black leg. These are two innocent people that have been killed in the name of working with Rene, when there is no evidence that have been provided publicly or privately that shows that any communication with them and Rene was as a result of providing intelligence about their activities on the ground. Then it means you don't even love the soldiers, because now as I talk to you, the population in Gozang are so pissed off, and the Cameroon CPDM or Quartic member are taking full advantage and mobilizing resources and intelligence network to be able to go after those our same soldiers. If you don't come out to say the truth, tomorrow may they not talk as on black leg. No, it is our own betrayal to our people, because we owe our people the right thing. We owe them to stand on principle and not just to be partisan and say things without thinking. What has happened in Gozang is a big blow to our struggle. All the ecstasy, the happiness of 1st of October have been suppressed by this one act of extremism. This is an extremist issue. Ayabacho have always been an extremist. I came there to cover it. And the people who are working with him, I will give you one prediction, because we never learn. What has happened with Mangang, but today she is in prison for what she did. She breached the American law, and today, unfortunately, she's been punished for that. We have seen people also in the group of Chris Anu and Sako Ikome, who are in jail because they actually collect real money, ransom from soldiers. Who would do that type of a thing? This type of low-level criminality. Some people then talk, saying, if we commit any crime, not be Cameroon, they commit any crime. It will never work. We will never be free if we are seen as committing crime, and if our soldiers are being defined by such conduct. You can never work. The same thing with the so-called liberation tax.